The oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Green Bay Packers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
And they'll go on the ground. He finds an opening past the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue!
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a handoff looking right. Finding room to the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
This will be caught at about the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another 1st down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Rosen will throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility. And we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Yeah, an opening drive sack.
Gun! 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 Gun!
On 2nd down, Rosen. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 59 yards. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Zoom. Hey, check 26. Yeah, Liz.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Crosby on now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's Rosen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And on the ground they go with the running back. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. On 3rd down, Rosen. And able to find Kirk complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. David Amerson able to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll run it here. And now running right through it. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Detroit! Detroit!
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Gun!
They're going on 4th down. Rosen. That's to his running back. Complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Rosen on 1st down. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. In for the score. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see, great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
319! Hey, we're not going.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught outright by Graham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. 319, 158.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
Rodgers going to throw. He'll buy some time right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is taken at the 10. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Detroit!
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen, because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now the Packers get set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Jump out!
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Lets this one rip toward into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Elder. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
To throw on 2nd down, Rodgers. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there, but they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot, and that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
319! 319! Zoom, zoom.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got his target, it's Cobb. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
319!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Rodgers to throw on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And they'll go on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And now we're all even. Brand new ball game, tie game.
In a sense, you're starting over. Tie ball game, everyone's back to even, back to equal. A good job getting back in it.
Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room at the 30. And a cut to the sideline. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Watch it now, Barney.
On first down, it's Rosen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Around the NFL, third quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And really pouring it on now are the Falcons. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
On the carry, here's Clement. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Gone! Detroit!
Now Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Third and goal, Rosen. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10, just shy of the 30. And on the ground they go with a running back. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
All right, let's go. Come on. Jump out.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Hassan Reddick in there to get him for a loss of 5. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Jump out! Jump out! Jump out!
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him 2 plays in a row, and it'll be 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Rosen will throw. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
To throw is Rosen. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So you had to figure that sooner or later someone was going to top Matt Prater's record of 64, and officially this one will go in the record books at 65.
You saw him lining up for this, and you just thought to yourself, you know, he couldn't make this. And sure enough, to be here to see it, that's pretty darn awesome.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
We got four down.
Here's Rodgers to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
He's going to go for it, and he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Extra point try now for Crosby. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Crosby on now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback.
Whoosh.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there for Arizona. 57 yards on the ground.
That's it, baby.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because
pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles are usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
The Packers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 17.
Everyone's got 4 guns. Nice 50, nice 50, nice 50.
Play action. Now Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off near the 44. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Rosen to throw. Fighting to stay upright. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Clay Matthews in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brad Wing now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
That's fine. Yeah. Good. Watch 36. 36 to my gun. Hey, here I come.
Back to throw. Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now.
Zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom. Let's go, let's go.
Now Rodgers. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he finds Jimmy Graham. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
And they pick up the first down on a fourth down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on third down or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And they are able to spike it, cutting it close, but 2 seconds left on the clock. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The Packers on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 19.
Box it.
One final try now for Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Cards, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.